Hello everyone, it's Humphrey again, back with another multi-boxing video. This is obviously World of Warcraft, and I've switched over from Keyclone as a multi-boxing program to ISboxer Interspace. And the reason I like Interspace a lot better is that, well, before we talk about Interspace, let me give you an update about my setup. The main screen you see here, that is on a Core i7 laptop with 8 gigs of RAM. It's running, this resolution isn't that much on the main screen. I believe it's 1366 by 768 or something close to that. I am doing a screen capture with Camtasia. It's cutting off the bottom of my UI, but there is extra stuff below here. Off to the left of my screen of my laptop is a nice Samsung, I believe it's a 27-inch monitor that does 1920 by 1200. That screen is split into 4 squares or 4 rectangles, and my 4 slave characters are there. So the main screen has my main character, and off to my left are 4 slave characters. Cool thing about Interspace is that if I move my cursor off my screen and I click on one of the slaves, boom, then that switches over to my main screen. If I want to go back to my main character, I just move off, back to that square, and click on it again, and it's extremely fast. The thing I did not like about Keyclone, although Keyclone is very easy to set up, the screen that's hard to say. The screen switching mechanism is a lot slower. Okay, so these are my 4 shaman right there. You probably noticed that there are 2 extra controls at the top. I don't mess with the left control. This is to turn on and off key maps if you set them in Interspace. I don't mess with that. But what this is an important one. It's turning on your key broadcasting. So if I click on this, broadcasting off, I'm going to move my keys. I'm going to hit 2, and I'm going to hit switch. I'm going to hit these buttons up here. So that turns off the broadcasting to my slave characters. At least I think it did. Okay, yes it did. So the keys I'm hitting on my main character right now on the laptop, as you can see, I'm hitting space to jump up and down, and my slaves are not. If I go back up here and click on that A, now I hit space and all of my characters are jumping up. Now the reason you see a little bit of lag here, my main character jumps up and then my slaves, is because this program is repeating all the character strokes to the slave characters. So it's a little lag time in that. Now, what's interesting here with Keyclone is it has mouse broadcasting capabilities. So as I turned on my broadcasting, it also sends my mouse signals over to the slave windows. And I'll show you what I mean. If I have this invite all macro here, which invites all the different characters. I'm going to click on that. Now you don't see it on this screen, but on the slave screens it says the main character has invited you to a group, accept or decline. And that is in a window. On the left side is accept, on the right side is decline. Now normally it's a pain in the ass if you don't have mouse broadcasting on. You have to go to each window like this and click accept. Then I have to go to another window and click accept. Well, what's happening now is, since I've got mouse broadcasting on, I just hover to around there, and this centers my cursor on the accept button on all the 4 slaves. As I click on that, all 4 of my characters have now joined. And now what I do is I type in Control M and I turn that mouse broadcasting off. And now I hit 1, and that's my macro to make everything follow me. And now I have a complete party. Also, after you do that, you might want to go up here, right click on your character and change it from group loot to free for all. So number 1 is the most often key that I press, and what that does is it sends a signal to all my slaves. Let me go to a slave here, and this is the follow macro. Let me go into the macro to show you what that looks like. So this follow macro is pretty simple. It's just follow, and that's the name of the main character. By the way, I pick very similar looking names, so LLAEROU. So in some characters, the E and the A are switched, the U and the O are switched. And the reason for this, I pick a lot of L's and R's just in case I'm fighting Asians and they can't pronounce the L's and R's. Also, the reason you want your character names to be similar is that it's easier in battlegrounds to trick the enemy, because you've got 5 shaman. Which one do you target? You can't say target the left one, target the right one. It just makes it a lot easier. Let me go back to my main character. So 1 is the most common key I use, 2 is probably the next common key, and what that is it shoots lightning bolt. So on my main character, it's just a simple lightning bolt, target this, lightning bolt. On all the slaves, the 2 key is a assist. So as I go to macro here, we've got this, and let me find the lightning bolt. So it's assist the main character, cast. If it's a enemy, it's cast lightning bolt. If it's a friend, it's healing wave. So let's give that a shot. We're going to find some bad guy here. So that's the bad guy. I'm going to spread my characters out. That's the Z key for me. And just hit number 2. And you can see just a stream of lightning bolts go there. And the guy's dead. I hit tab to target the next guy. Hit number 2. And that guy will go down. Let's see if that heal modifier works. I'm going to click on a friendly target. Hit number 2. And now we have healing wave. Boom. And so usually when you do healing wave with all 5 shamans, whatever damage or whatever health they're down to, they're going to go up to full. So the number 3 key is what I have is flame shock. And same deal as before, the main character, all he does is a flame shock. For all the other characters, it's assist and then flame shock. Number 4 is a lava burst, same deal. Number 6, I don't have anything on number 5. The reason for that is I have another main character, which is a warrior, and number 5 for him is charge. But number 6 is the shaman thunderstorm. I hit number 6, and all 6 of them will do the thunderstorm. So those are the basic keys I use. Some of the other lesser known keys are shift 3. Shift 3 will give me my water shield, gives me my mana back. Shift 7, less often used, is this enchant weapon with a flame tongue weapon. Shift 8 and Shift 9 calls down all my elementals. So if you watch this, Shift 8, we've got 5 fire elementals going nuts. Shift 9 is my earth elemental. Shift 0 is to kill all my totems, and Control 0 is to drop down every single totem. And I have a different totem loadout depending on whether I do PvP or regular instances. And I'll do another video about totem loadout later. So this is just a little introductory video of things that have changed since my last video. In my next video, I'll probably do a little talk about totem loadouts. Thanks for watching.